What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I will be taking a look at all of the Street Riders challenges here in the new playlist. I gotta admit, these were honestly not too bad and will probably take you maybe an hour, hour and a half or so if you really are trying to speedrun them and get them completed. The reason for that is some are kind of time consuming, but regardless though, let's jump right into this. The first challenge here though is monkeys cruising, so this one is very straightforward. All you will have to do is drive 6.2 miles in free drive using the BMW M2. If you guys want, you can also do some of the other challenges on top of this one while you get these 6 miles completed. For the next challenge, we will have drive from Kihei, I think I said that right, to Kahului, to Honolulu in less than 10 minutes. So if you guys are looking at this challenge, you are indeed reading this correctly. Let me zoom out here and head over to this to show this a little bit more. So it is indeed asking you have to go 3 different places. You will have to start from Kihei, which is going to be located right here. You guys will probably notice that on like looking at the speed trap here, it will say Kihei. So I would spawn over where this Maui expedition thing is here. That's where I would spawn. So let me do that real quick just to show this and make this, a little bit easier for you guys, as I do feel like this challenge might confuse some people and most likely not work, as it took me 3 tries to do it because it wasn't working. You will then have to head over to the next area, which is going to be Kahului here. This will be located not too far, guys. Now, the thing about this is I would put the waypoint right up here. The reason for that is you have to drive into the location a bit more for the second part to trigger. The one thing I want to say right now to Ivory Tower, if you guys are pretty much going to make challenges like this, can you please do me a favor, man? Can you have progress throughout the challenge? Like, when you get to the next part, can it say checkpoint or something and then go to the next one? I don't know, man. Like, give you progress. I feel like these challenges are not written out very well. But from here, you will then have to head all the way to Honolulu. So, yes, you will have to drive all the way to Honolulu here in Oahu. This will be located right here. Now, one thing I do want to point out as well, I don't know if it's a bug or maybe I just wasn't doing this part right, or who knows, maybe the whole game's bugged because obviously Season 8 is full of them. Either way though, for this you will have to obviously drive to Honolulu from Kahului, and with that, for some odd reason, when I would go into the map or put the location of the waypoint there, it wasn't seeming to work. Now, maybe I wasn't coming far enough into Kahului, I don't know. But either way though, guys, you don't necessarily have to use a waypoint. This is all you really have to do here, so I was testing this out. Once you guys get to this location, you can turn around, follow the highway all the way back, basically. So what I mean by that is once you guys get onto this road here, you could take this all the way here and pretty much head toward the highway, jump on here, follow this all the way back, and then go left right here, follow this all the way back to Oahu that way. And I feel like that might end up being the best way if you guys can't use the waypoint, like at least I didn't, or it wasn't letting me. From there, I basically cut down the jump here, like jumped off the mountain, went onto the road, followed this all the way this way, then went all the way to the highway this direction all the way into Oahu, which did take a second for this challenge to register. Also, a big thing for Ivory Tower as well, if you guys want to have multiple different locations in a challenge like this, maybe take something out of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown's book to where you could put multiple checkpoints down and pretty much follow that to each said checkpoint. For example, I will say this here quick, guys, and show you the footage. Let's say you start here, you put the checkpoint on Kahului, right? From there, you could put a second checkpoint on Honolulu. Wouldn't that make a lot of sense, especially for a challenge like this one? Who would have thought? And then for the next challenge, you will then have to drive from Kihei all the way to Kahului again, this time without collisions in free drive. You will also have to use the M3. So exact same thing kind of goes for this one, guys. Spawn in the exact same location here you were in the previous challenge, and then head all the way to Kahului from there. Just make sure you don't hit anything along the way to this location, and you will get this completed. Moving over to the next one though, drive from Kahului to Honolulu without using Nitro in free drive. So once again, you guys are probably going to do this exact same route again, but this time you will have to leave from Kahului over here. For me though, I did end up spawning to one of the rivals and basically went from there. So I went straight and then jumped onto the highway and followed this all the way over to Honolulu. Again, make sure you guys drive into Honolulu a little bit. I kind of put like the waypoint on the highway and just followed this until it did end up completing. counting, as for some odd reason, you can't just like drive over to like, let's say right here, as it will not end up counting. And then moving over to the next challenge, score 1500 XP points by performing tricks in Kihei, Kahului, or Honolulu in free drive. Now I'm going to say this challenge might honestly look a bit difficult to do or kind of confusing, guys, but I found the best place to do it. You will want to head over all the way to Honolulu here in Oahu. Don't worry about the other parts that it does say. I would not even go to those two other locations. Head over to Honolulu, guys, specifically spawn at this speed trap here by the convention center. There is 2 jumps located here. Jumping is by far the best way to do it. I thought maybe drifting and stuff like that, but it was taking way too long. You will be able to hit this jump here, and then right after that, you will then be able to hit this one. Once you land, you can then rewind all the way back and run it a few more times. This would probably take you maybe 2 minutes to do, not even, as I got this one done insanely quick. Moving over to the next one, though, complete 10 different feats. Now, you guys remember how I said you could probably do the 6.2 miles on top of another challenge? Well, this was the challenge I was referring to. If you are wondering, though, you will have to go around and do 10 different feats, so you can't farm the exact same one. Like, for example, you can head over to something like this escape here and basically run this one 10 times. What I did end up doing, though, is I pretty much did the escape. I'd go over to like a speed trap or something, do a slalom and stuff like that, guys. Just head around the map and do multiples, and you will get this challenge done fairly quick. For the next challenge here, perform 3 donuts in the Monkey's Kitchen in Maui in free drive. For this, you will have to use the M2, which I'm sure people will see the M2 there. But you will have to head over to the Monkey's Kitchen, which is going to be located on the top right of Maui over here, which I would say everyone is probably familiar with this because this is the area where the entire playlist started. But spawn over here, head over to like the open parking lot and hit your donuts, and that's pretty much it. And then moving over to the next challenge, drive above 93 miles per hour for 30 seconds straight in Kihei, Kahului, or Honolulu. So once again, you guys can pick any of the locations, but to be honest, right here where I am showing you with this waypoint is by far the best place to do this. Obviously, head over to Honolulu on Oahu, as I feel like this is probably the best place to do it. And again, Ivory Tower, look, if you guys are making challenges like this, have a timer set on this, bro. Like, it doesn't even tell you the 30 seconds. Like, it should be going up the 30-second mark when you're doing the challenge, man. I don't know, man. I really don't get it. But either way, though, spawn here. Follow this all the way down, guys. Again, keep it above 93. What I would do is do like 100 miles an hour and kind of just cruise along until the challenge is done. Moving over to the next one, empty your entire nitro gauge 10 times in free drive. All you guys will have to do is pretty much spawn anywhere in the BMW M3. Let your nitrous gauge get all the way up, get into like second gear. Make sure you guys empty the entire gauge 10 times. That is basically it on this one. And then for the next one, we have reached 217 miles per hour during a race against a rival. And of course, this will have to be done with the BMW M2. Now, some people might be wondering, well, where do I find a rival, or exactly what is that? A rival is the one right here, guys. For example, Cinnamon, you have to spawn over and race that one. or you can head over to the one here, which is the Hunter Killer. To be honest, I spawned over to this one because you have to hit 217 miles per hour, so make sure you have a bit of an open area to do so. I started this one, got this one done in maybe 10 minutes, but keep in mind though, you could basically do any of the rivals. It's kind of like a preference thing. And then for the next challenge, we have spent 30 seconds in Slipstream in the event Suburbs Evasion. So for this, you will have to use the M2 Beehive Edition. Simply head over to the events here, guys. Head over to this one here. This one you have to do. And then from there, basically stay behind the AI and just Slipstream them. Once the 30 seconds is done, that's it for this one. And then from there, we'll have empty your entire nitro gauge 5 times in the event free Kihei. Again, for this one, you will have to head into the event that's going to be located in this playlist, which will be down over here. You will then have to empty your gauge 5 times in this event, guys. To be honest, what I would do is drift around like side to side. Of course, if you have legend points, you will get your entire gauge up faster than you can empty it, getting this challenge done even quicker. Moving over to the next challenge, though, we have win the event free Kahului with the dirty driving modifier active. So for this, you will have to head over to the event that's once again located in this playlist. I'm actually going to show you guys this live here quick. That way you can see exactly what to do, because I have seen a good amount of confusion on this when adding a modifier. Like if you're a newer player, maybe you don't know exactly how to do it, so head over to this event. But head into this though, no, I do not want to change that. Head over to this, guys. You will have to change this here to custom. That way you can actually drive the right vehicle. And then move this down, make sure it's on dirty driving. You don't want no modifier. You also do not want Gymkhana or clean driving. You want dirty driving on there. After that, you can then proceed to pick the vehicle that you have to use and then head into the challenge. And then for the next challenge, we have finish 8 main stage legacy events. Now, I'm sure people might be wondering exactly what this actually means, guys. So when you are in the activities tab here in the menu, head down over to where it is going to say main stage legacy year 1 or 2. You will have to do the events located in these, okay? Now, the biggest thing is, though, it doesn't say 8 different events. It just says 8 events. So if you guys are wondering which one is the fastest, head over to Thunderstruck Main Stage in year 2. The first event right here, guys. It literally takes 50 seconds to do. It's a donk event. This is the one I grinded 8 times to get this done. You don't have to do 8 races that are 3 or 4 minutes long unless you want to. I would recommend doing this one as it will get this challenge done even faster. And then moving over to the next challenge, perform 3 jumps and win the event free Honolulu. Now this one is once again located in this playlist here, guys. So all you will have to do is head over to the event, which is all the way on the bottom. And I'm sure players might be like, well, I have to jump block, so where do I jump? Do not worry, there's 3 big jumps in this race you pretty much have to hit to get this challenge done. Just make sure after you jump, though, you still have to win the race. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. And then for the next one, we have performed 10 near misses in the event Street Connection. So once again, head over to the event that's located in this playlist. From there, guys, all you will have to do is get a lovely near miss. This is actually very easy to do. Get close to traffic and you will get this one done in basically no time at all. moving over to the next one, we have drive for 1 minute in the first position in the event peak performance, which is in the Liberty Walk playlist. So all you will have to do, and again, you have to use the M2 on this, head over to the Liberty Walk playlist. So let me attempt to find this wherever it is. Liberty Walk. There it is, guys. Head over to the events, head down to the peak performance, which is right here. For this, all you will have to do is get in first place for 1 minute and pretty much stay there until this challenge is done. And then for the next challenge after that, we have win the event Detroit finisher in the American Muscle playlist. So once again, guys, you have to use the M2 on this. Simply head over to the American Muscle playlist, which is this one right here. Then head into the races, head over to the one you have to do, which will be all the way on the bottom. And then moving over to the next one, accumulate 30 seconds of drifting in the event Art of Honolulu in the Hawaii Scenic Tour. This will have to be done in the M2 Beehive Edition. So all you will have to do is head over to the Hawaii Scenic Tour, which is this playlist here. Then head over to the event, guys, which I believe is all the way on the bottom, which it is. Head into this one. You will have to get 30 seconds of accumulated drifting. If you are wondering, the best way to do this is to simply use your e-brake and drift back and forth until you get this one done. For the next one though, guys, we have finished 9 summit activities. So this isn't necessarily saying go into a summit and do 9 different activities. No, it wants you to finish 9 different ones. No vehicles required on this. To be honest, in the current summit right now, you could do the long jump. That's what I did. I basically spawned in, did the long jump 9 different times to get it done. If you want, you could do all the races if you feel like it. But to be real though, I would recommend just grinding some of the very easy skills as they are very fast and will get this one done even quicker. Moving over to the next challenge after that, we'll then have register a street tier 2 vehicle to the custom show with a livery. So for this, head into your activities, guys, go over to the lovely thing called the custom show, which is something I honestly never use for that matter. Head into this though, register a street tier 2 vehicle. Keep in mind though, you can't add a player's livery. It has to be like yours or a made one from Ivory Tower or something like that, which is what I did. Once you register that, you will then instantly get the challenge done. This one should be fairly simple. For the next challenge, this one you might have even done without even realizing it was a challenge. You will have to modify the stance of the vehicle. This will have to be done on the BMW M2. I'm sure a lot of players probably customize this car already, but once you guys are in the customization menu, simply stance the vehicle and you will get this one done. And then for the next challenge after that, equip 4 different vanities. Now, once again, the BMW M2 is the required vehicle on this. Simply add a tire, a smoke, an underglow. Make sure you guys do all of those and have 4 different ones active. And that's all you have to do on this one. I also did not want to forget one of the other challenges. Reach silver rank during the current Grand Race season. The reason why I don't have this one done is at the time of recording this video, aka yesterday, pretty much a day after the update came out, guys, I found out that the Grand Race is basically completely broken. You can't even gain rank in it. So I have not even bothered to even do this challenge. But for this, you will have to do the ranked Grand Race, which will be the one in the menu I'm sure everybody knows about. And you will have to hit silver to get that done. And then for the final challenge here in the Street Riders playlist, find all the Monkey's Kitchen graffitis. There is a total of 4 of these. I will give you guys all the locations as quickly as possible. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments below. Overall, though, I would say this entire playlist and the challenges was honestly not that bad. These challenges were pretty dang easy, but a bit time consuming.